trying to lead us up the garden path. She'll have to tell us where they are.
Please, I can't tell you anything else.
In that case, we can't leave her unscathed.
Will you go away?
Time flows fast in this world.
Lives are shortened all the time. They are here, and we will find them.
No, nobody was here.
She's lying.
Regrettable.
He who speaks lies shall hold his tongue.
Please, believe me. There's no one here besides me.
Oh yes, they are here.
What are those creatures? What are those creatures? She looks sad. The creatures seem to be scared of light. I'd better lay low. Horses are almost as mysterious as fairies to me. Why must everything always be out of reach? With the powder in the head, I can easily hurl it into the fire, but I'll have to plug it first so the powder doesn't trickle out. Not this way. A cleaning rag. I'd rather have a sword. I could seal the opening of the neck with the rag. Now nothing's trickling out anymore.
Hurry! She's wasting time.
They are here, and we will find them.
No! No! Ah!
They killed her just like that. The creature is coming to the coach box. I have to get us out of here.
What happened to Isida?
She's all right. She fled.
But her cry.
The creatures injured her, but then they let her go.
But
And then she ran off into the woods. Nuri, we have to go now. They'll kill us.
ah, Geron!
What are those creatures? I'd better lay low. They killed her, just like that. She's dead. Fex be with me. It didn't work. That should have worked. Why didn't it shatter? Make yourself useful for once. I should grab a log and burn out their eyes. But first I'll look for other solutions. The creatures seem to be scared of light. My arm is too short. Go on, move! Too far away. This will yield nothing. Can you heal animals with your spell as well, Nuri?
What for? They can heal themselves.
They'd only slow me down. I'm not touching the stuff with my bare hands. I'd better lay low. What are those creatures? Those creatures want to take Nuri. I have to get her out of here. Stay at the door. I've decided not to kill the fairy, and I'm not changing my mind about it. I still have the will to live. I still have the will to live. What am I supposed to cut here? The door stays closed. How am I supposed to reach that? I should grab a log and burn out their eyes, but first I'll look for other solutions. Nothing. That was to be expected. There's nothing missing here. Now I can go outside. How am I supposed to reach that? There! Now, quickly! It's already loose. Why must everything always be out of reach?
Garon!
I'm working as fast as I can. I can do it, Nuri.
Garon!
I can do it.
Was it not fate that drove him forth? the seer had sought them out. For the moment, they had been able to escape, but the creatures would never stop chasing them. Who could help them now? When the seer's harp sounds, Andergast will perish, Gwynling said. And the fairy is the key. Geron had to find out more about these things. The fairy scholar was his only hope. He was right to let Nuri live. He was deeply convinced of that. Even his darkest dreams didn't reveal what woe this decision would soon befall his hometown. But would he have decided any differently had he known?
Are you really better now?
Stop asking all the time. I'm not staying in the wagon. I've been in there for days. And those pale men stopped chasing us a while ago.
All right, but we'll have to talk about your magic at some point.
Look! A human!
What am I doing here?
Nobody home.
Graham is home. He just went into hiding.
Wanberries. Their bitter blue juice has healing properties. She seems to have recovered from her breakdown. How often have I dreamt of wearing a coat of arms like this myself?
Why? You're ugly.
Nuri!
This particular young maiden displays an interesting sense of humour.
Hail Rondra, Sir Knight. Could you kindly tell us where we are?
This is the Thash mountain range.
Thash? So the blood barrier is not far off?
It is but a short distance for a travelling knight. For a farm boy and a maiden, it might prove quite a journey.
I am no farmer.
My maiden, you should seek protection from a proper man in these dangerous surroundings.
What kind of a man?
I am Bogomil Rathling, Knight of Andergast. At your service, fair maiden.
I am Nuri. This is my friend Geron.
Nuri it is. What an extraordinary name.
What business does a Knight of Andergast have in the Thash Mountains?
The king put me in charge of observing the orc tribes of the Blood Barrier.
You have travelled through the blood barrier?
Of course, but now I have to return to Andergast. There has been some unrest amongst the Tolokai. I have to report to King Efferdan immediately.
Did you run into an explorer in the blood barrier, near a red lake?
Red Lake? No, but if he came from the south, he must have been through here.
We need some gear. A rope, blankets, provisions, everything that can be of use.
Usually you can get those things from Graham, but the old pighead hides in his house and doesn't make a sound. I wouldn't trust that cutthroat anyway. Do you hear that, Graham? You are a cutthroat.
Why does this Graham hide anyway?
The stupid ox won't admit that I am right.
Right?
Right. He refuses to pay the dues he owes me.
What dues?
He's responsible for the death of my horse. Gave him spoiled fodder, so he died miserably. I'm in a hurry, but by foot alone I won't get far.
Why don't you buy this horse and carriage from us?
What use is Akani's trailer to me? But you can leave me your hack. What are you asking for it?
I'm not really sure.
Make up your mind about the price. Then I'll tell you mine.
Rondra be with you, Sir Knight.
And with you.
The link between the wheels is missing. It's also impossible to move the wheel. Someone has removed the crank handle. Listen. How are you doing?
I am sad that Isida is gone. I hope these terrors will come to an end soon.
That's why we're looking for the fairy scholar, to prevent worse things from happening. What kind of magic was that you saved us with?
That was the power of the moonlight. It is like fire to the sad fairies. It burns them.
What do you mean, sad fairies?
I felt that they once were just like me.
And now they are sad?
Sure. If fairies lose their command over magic, they don't die but get consumed by darkness instead. Then they're sad and will never be able to laugh again.
To me, they seemed like mean fiends who have Isida's blood on their hands.
They're sad nonetheless, believe me.
Your magic is fatal, even for you, isn't it? You almost got burned by it yourself.
I didn't want you to die.
Thank you, Nuri.
What are we going to do now?
Why do those mean fairies serve the seer?
You must have put a spell on them. And please stop talking about this subject. It's making me sad.
We need some gear before we can move on.
That's all right. I can do with a little rest.
Very well. Let's carry on later.
Futile, my boy. That's a dwarf's job.
Wandberries. Their bitter blue juice has healing properties. Too far away. Strange contraption.
The owner of the yard doesn't seem to be satisfied with a simple pull rope.
Strange contraption.
The owner of the yard doesn't seem to be satisfied with a simple pull rope.
Here in the mountains, a bell like this will scare the birds for miles around. There are engravings on the bell. A lone dwarf in battle with a pack of orcs. Great. A voice in my dreams tells me that I'll spell doom for all, and suddenly a bird of death starts following me. Raven, after being a good scout for us these last few days, Nuri has asked me to be nicer to you.
What do you think? Will you be able to do that?
I'll try. How about you?
We'll see.
We were able to escape the seer's creatures and have come a long way. Fate might smile on us favourably. Now we're back in charge.
Well, fate. What do you think that is? Fate.
The will of the gods.
And you think you can bend the will of the gods to fit your agenda?
No, but he who firmly believes in his goals will be helped by the gods.
I'm sure that's what Isida thought too.
She did nothing to deserve your sarcasm.
All I'm trying to say is, no one ever escapes from Satinav's boundless gaze.
Have you seen if those demons are still following us?
Didn't you shake them off?
I think I did. I could be wrong, though. They are mighty creatures of the seer.
I didn't see anyone following us on my scouting flights.
Good.
But that doesn't necessarily mean anything.
Don't start raining on my parade. Nuri thinks that the seer's creatures were wicked fairies. How come he's got such a strong relation to fairies?
You're barking up the wrong tree.
Does he plan to make her a wicked fairy as well?
Possibly.
Tell me more about Satinav.
He's known by many names. The 13-horned, the irresistible, the helmsman of the barge of time. He once was a mighty magician, or even a demigod. The gods chained him to the barge of time because he tried to be the master over his own future.
They say the gods don't like people to determine their own fate.
Like Satinav, we mortals are chained to time.
In that case, I will have to break those chains. I'll have a further look around. An elixir against fading hair. Twirly moustache guy in the picture must have had a sip too much of it. Nuri's Queen of the Winds has once again defeated the King of the Imps and his wicked brother. Never again will the puppeteer tell this story, and that's my fault. Maybe I really am a bad luck charm. Gwynling taught me how to lure fairies with music. He should have also taught me how to get rid of them again. It's easier to steer a draft horse than I thought, as long as you have a fairy with you who tells the horse what you want. The lid makes a perfect bowl. I should keep it. I'll just take it all. I wish Nuri had never found this thing. At least the music has revived her spirits. It's easier to steer a draft horse as long as you have a... Strange contraption.
The owner of the yard doesn't seem to be satisfied with a simple pull rope.
It's also impossible to move the wheel. Someone has removed the crank handle. I wish Nuri had never found this thing. Well, it's so-so. At least the music has revived her spirits. Fits exactly.
Fire! Murder! The orcs are attacking! What are you lot still doing here? Scram before the black furs get here.
Seems like you've been fooled, Sir Dwarf. The boy has sounded the bell. There are no orcs attacking.
What? What's going on in your wooden head, boy? Sounds the alarm without good cause and forces an honest dwarf out of his warm and comfy chair. I can't believe it.
I just wanted to... Well, you didn't answer the door, sir.
Well, forget it. But you can cut out the formal hogwash while we're at it. Who are you, anyway?
I am Geron of Andergast.
From Andergast? Just like this one there? Very well, then. My name is Gram, Grandoline's son. And this is Gram's open house.
Open house? Pfft.
What do you want, Geron of Andergast?
We need gear and provisions for our journey. That means a good length of rope, blankets, water...
Very well. That'll be 1 ducat, please.
What? That's much too expensive.
By Fex and Angrosh, what did you expect? Do you think this stuff grows under the rocks around here? Too expensive? I can't believe it.
But...
You can ask again as soon as you have some money.
What kind of argument do you and the knight have anyway?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
The knight says you poisoned his horse.
Why, that's what he did.
Shut your face, Rathling.
Bah!
So the knight is lying.
Listen, human. I don't think this is any of your business, so...
All right, all right. We're looking for a wise man who is said to be in the blood barrier at the moment, near a red lake.
One of those weirdos, eh? I remember one of them coming through here. Wanted to buy all sorts of stuff from me. Lots of obscure rubbish.
Do you know exactly where I can find him?
Yes. I'll tell you if you can offer me something in exchange. You rub my back, I rub yours, understand?
There you have it, my boy. The dwarf is a cutthroat.
Will you bugger off and take care of your swine?
Where is the fairy scholar, pray tell?
Do you have anything nice to offer me in exchange? In that case, I have no idea where the chap is.
I'll sell you the horse and the trailer.
Nah, don't bother. I don't care much for hacks and what they drag around with them. 1 ducat for the gear and not a farthing less.
Where is the fairy scholar, pray tell?
Do you have anything... In that case...
I'll leave you to it then. Sir Knight Rathling.
What is it, my boy?
I'll sell you the horse for 1 ducat.
That old nag isn't worth more than half a ducat. And that would be the deal of your life, my boy. So do we have a deal?
No, we need 1 ducat.
Well, my offer still stands.
I guess we'll have to move on without any gear, Nuri.
But I thought we couldn't go on without.
To venture into the blood barrier with insufficient means, that would be foolish.
But we don't have any money, and you refuse to give us enough for the horse.
Bah!
I wonder what your friends at home are doing at the moment.
Why?
Well, they're all alone now, and they surely miss you.
All alone? Miss Greenbelt, we have to go back and fetch them.
No, we can't go back now. Do you want to run directly into the creature's claws? We have to find the fairy scholar. He will help us, and then we can fetch Mrs. Greenbald and the rest.
Miss Greenbelt?
Don't you want to help Nuri, good Sir Knight Rathling?
Oh my.
What's wrong with her?
She's sad that we can't go on.
What can I do for you, Nuri?
Miss Greenbelt.
How can I...
Please help us out with 1 ducat, good Sir Knight. Half a ducat for the horse and half a ducat to make Nuri smile again.
I think you've got me, my boy. No gold in the world is spent in vain if it makes beauty smile again. Here you go.
I thank you, good knight.
So we can travel soon?
Yes.
And Miss Greenbelt won't have to wait much longer.
Yes, that's the spirit, my girl. Say, don't you want to stay with me after all?
Not on your life. A real gold coin. I've never been this rich before.
What do you want?
Where is the fairy scholar, pray tell?
Do you have anything, in that case?
Here's the money for the gear.
Wonderful. Here's your stuff. It's exceptional quality. Good value, too.
I sure hope so, dwarf.
I'll give you some advice for free. When you go into the blood barrier, you'd better not burden yourself with too much stuff. You'll feel every ounce in your bones up in the mountains.
Yes, I know that. Where is the fairy scholar, pray tell?
Do you have anything, in that...
I'll leave you to it then. That must be 100 years old. Finally, I don't have to rub wooden sticks together to make fire anymore. The smallest and most expensive water bladder of the north. The dwarf must have rubbed it down with stale fat. At least we won't freeze in the mountains. An elixir against fading hair. Twirly moustache guy in the picture must have had a sip too much of it. I can offer you this beard tonic.
Why, but it's transparent. A black beard needs a blue luster. And for that, I already have my Jenner Creek Blue Shine beard dye.
What's he supposed to do with this? Gwynling taught me how to lure fairies with music. He should have also taught me how to get rid of them again. Do you want to swap this?
This piece of wood.
What's he supposed to do with this? I can't reach it. Too obvious. I can't think of anything here. It doesn't work that way. Doesn't work. can't cut that up. Listen. Let's carry on later.
Greatling! The honor of sounding the bell belongs to a dwarf of Sabaron's ancestry alone!
When will we move on?
I don't have the slightest idea where this red lake is.
When will we move on?
I don't have the slightest idea where this red lake is. Wandberries. Their bitter blue juice has healing properties. Not a single berry's falling down, as always. Not a single berry's falling down, as always. Not likely. Dwarves hate magic. My arm is too short. Of course not. I'd better not. Sir Knight Rathling.
What is it, my boy?
Rondra be with you, Sir Knight.
And with you.
Looks unhealthy.
Hey! Keep your paws off my Jenner Creek blue shine beard dye. Do you think my beard gets groomed by air and darkness alone?
You'd better leave the stuff to this dandy boy. It's his most beloved possession.
It may not be beard dye, but the label is similar. No time to experiment. My arm is too short. I don't think so. I'll have to keep that away from her by all means. Listen. Let's carry on later. Sir Knight Rathling.
What is it, my boy?
Rondra be with you, Sir Knight.
And with you.